I seem to be knocking things over left and right. Just trying to get this. I did it. First and foremost, Hanukkah's over, but Merry Christmas. Last year on Christmas Eve, my uncle died. And so my other uncle told me on Christmas. So let's hope that doesn't repeat this year. And I'm going to spend Christmas with my boyfriend's family. I have a lot of presents for him. None of that matters. Especially since like 3 of the things I got him he like doesn't even want. He will want them after he receives them. He just doesn't know that he needs them in his life. I got him things that like he will appreciate. He's just not asking for them. They're things that I think he could use. So I'm getting them for him. I got them for him. In fact, like I really want to show you guys like what I got him because I'm like staring at it. It's right here on the floor. Anyway, it's been hiding in a laundry basket because it looks like it's in a laundry bag, but really it's a carry-on backpack. It's luggage and it's stuffed with all stuff that he loves, like food-wise and just fun stuff. And a mug with a castle on it. Anyway, to nose job or not to nose job? That is the question. And when I say nose job, I'm not talking about just like, oh, I don't like my nose, I want a new one. No. I mean, oh God, I can't believe I'm going to do this. Let's see if this works. All right. So if I go like this, yeah, you can literally, God, that looks so disgusting. But you can literally see how crooked my nose is. So, you know, it comes down into this like C shape. And maybe it's visible. Yeah. So from there, I don't know. You can also see it in certain directions. So that being the case, I have a lot of debates. Like, number one, I have always disliked my nose. When I was younger, I had, more, I looked like Jodie Foster, to be honest, when I was a little kid. Like I got that all the time. People thought that I looked just like Jodie Foster. And, so, I've like actually gotten prettier as I've gotten older, as I've lost some of the volume in my face because like things get just kind of a little bit slimmer, which is kind of weird. But also like I'm getting hollow in certain areas, like underneath my eyes, you can literally see like all of that. And like maybe someday I'll get a blepharoplasty or whatever it's called. But, for the most part, it's no big deal. It's nothing that a little bit of concealer won't take care of. And I'm 41. Like, I'm doing okay. All right, I'm doing okay. Except for when I make that face and then I get like all these crazy lines. But I try to, be pretty relaxed in my daily life so that doesn't happen. But I didn't think I had breathing problems until I realized that I do. And that this, like, this C shape in my nose, number one, it actually blocks some of this passage. So it's like harder to breathe through this side of my nose. And the other thing I realized is like, I do hear myself breathe. And I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but it's true. Like there are times when I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't hear other people breathing when they take a breath like that. At least not to the degree that my nose makes sound. And it's labored. And I know this. Now, I didn't know this for the longest time. Like I used to hear my mom breathe, but like I didn't really notice that that's not what your nose should do. I don't know how to make sense of this to you. I know what I'm talking about. I know how it feels. I know what it sounds like. I know I have a breathing problem. Okay? That's the bottom line. I have a breathing problem. But when I go to get this fixed, because at some point I should get this fixed, the question is, do I address aesthetic concerns at the same time? It's kind of like when I took my car, Bianca, to go get some work done, and while everything was out and out in the open and everything, I was like, okay guys, what else can I do while you have everything taken apart? So we did a walnut shell cleaning, and she's super happy. So it's like, while you're in there and you're moving things around and you're trying to straighten things and give me a better functioning facial thing, like, what else can we do to maybe, I don't know, make this honker a little smaller? Or, just a little more refined. Like, I still want to look like me. I don't think I'm an ugly person. I don't think that, like, I have this, like, obtuse situation on my face. But I think that it's a little bulbous. I think it could be a little more refined. I think I could look a little more like Jodie Foster. That's not the goal. I'm just saying, like, the way she's aged is really beautifully, and I see some similarities in the way that we're aging. And so one of the things that I want to do is, besides just make my nose actually straight, is to consider that any changes that could possibly be made would have to last the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to do anything that is going to age poorly, or like be on trend. I'm not looking for a Barbie nose. I'm not looking for the cute little upturn. Like, I'm not trying to do any of that. I am just trying to micro improvements to who, what, and how I already am. So, that's the question, is like, number one, how do I communicate that? Number two, what will it cost me out of pocket besides what my insurance will cover? Because I actually need to switch my insurance anyway. And once I do, this would be covered. So, anything that I do that is just strictly cosmetic, outside of the function, because some things are actually taken care of, like straightening the nose will be for function. But then will that, in doing that, correct some of the things that drive me crazy besides just the asymmetry? Because the asymmetry does absolutely drive me hella crazy. If I try to look in this direction versus this direction, it is like a whole different face. You can't see it right now because you don't look at me every day, but I'm telling you, it's like a different person. This side of my face is very different than this side of my face. So, I would like to get a little more symmetry in there, and that would just check just from having the correction done. But what else that I would like to have as an outcome is something that will not be covered by my insurance. And, what should I expect? What's a reasonable expectation? What are reasonable tweaks? What is downtime? Like, what is recovery? Just all the things. And so it's a lot to think about, and I've had surgeries before, like and I'm not talking like, going under because like we're going to do eye work and blah, 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 or boobs. No. I just mean like, I have had surgeries where I've had to go under for anesthesia. And so I am not scared of that. Although I am a little bit after watching this like Gary Linkov video. Because he's like, the bigger concern, like the bigger risk is actually the anesthesia. And I'm like, is it really? I mean, I guess I could see that, but like, I don't know. Thankfully, I have no problem with anesthesia. It doesn't fuck me up. In fact, I come out of it pretty quick and pretty fine. But there was one horror movie one time where I saw only one single scene, and because I am a visual person, this image has been stuck in my mind for my entire life since I saw this video and this one scene. And they're like, it's surgery and the anesthesia has like worked but not worked, and the person is still awake in their body, but they are not awake in their body. So they're like internally, mentally screaming bloody murder because they feel everything. Like something didn't get like turned off in all the connections. That is my worst nightmare. That I am afraid of. I'm not afraid of not waking up. I'm not afraid of having problems when I wake up. Like, no, none of that scares me. Tiny little 2% of me that ever thinks of that video is like terrified of that. Like, I will not do it just for that possibility. Like, is there a way to test for that? Like, how can we possibly know that that's what's going on? Because that's not okay with me. I will die on the table if that happens. I think that my drama has probably told you how seriously I feel about that. But I would like to know, you know, I'm not asking if you think I need it. I'm asking what you think of surgery, period. If you've had surgery, if you've had rhinoplasty, you know, I'm not asking for bad stories, but like I always want to be realistic, and I do want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. It's because I just want to be prepared. I want to be prepared. I want to be educated. I want to be informed. I want to know all the things. You know, I want to hear from different perspectives. So give it to me. What do you got? What do you got? What do you know? What do you think? What's your experience? And just what are your thoughts? So, it is Christmas Day now officially, because we're after midnight, and I'm about to go to sleep so that I can wake up and do the whole family thing and gift giving thing and food thing, and then get ready for the new year, because that's gonna come up soon. And I'm looking forward to that. And then I'll be going to Florida to visit my mom, which will be fun. So, I wish for you to live a long, healthy, happy, beauty-filled, fulfilled life with a complete love that goes the distance and a lifetime of financial comfort. For you and your family. And for all the people we don't know. And for all the people on both sides of the political aisle. And I just have to say, because I was watching a video tonight, I don't even remember who it was by, but it was like about how all the presidents in his lifetime, and he's like 45, have been born in like 46, 47, and 48. Like 19, 46, 47, 48. And just kind of like why that's even a thing. So that's why I say, you know, I wish all those good things for people on both sides of the aisle. And I hope that we find a leader who really, truly can bring everybody together and who is looking out for everybody, and not just people at the top, not just people at the bottom, not just people in the middle class, like a human who's looking out for humans. And some decades are just better for certain groups than others. And, you know, the pendulum swing and finding that happy medium. So, you know, I've had bad years and good years. Oh, okay, I'm going to say this before I turn off the video. I have been going over old journal entries, and You know, it's kind of fascinating to see who I am and who, not who I thought I was, but it's interesting to see the perspectives that I had of myself back then. And we're talking like, I don't know what year it was, probably 2011 or something. And just to see what I was dealing with, who was in my circle, how I felt about these people, how they treated me, how I interpreted all these things, and then how I reacted both internally to myself, action-wise, the way I presented myself to, you know, the world, and then the way that things evolved from there. And to like, and to have the hindsight, you know, to be able to say like, oh, well, this is what I thought when I was going through it, and this is what it is now. Like, this is what ended up happening and coming out, like, to light. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, Erica. You were such a fool. Or you were such a little badass. Or, you know, you were delusional. Just inexperienced is really all I was. Inexperienced and very, well, that's it. I'm just gonna say inexperienced. Inexperienced in a lot of ways. And you know how I feel about that whole hindsight thing, you know, like the 40-year-old thinks the 20-year-old knows nothing, the 60-year-old thinks the 40-year-old knows nothing, and and on and on and on and on and on it goes. So, I think that, me now having the ability to look back and like hear what I was thinking in the moment, and then to like catch up on that journal, basically, it's just been really fascinating. And seeing how I feel today and what things I am still grappling with. I'm still grappling with the confidence to what I will call just press play. Like, if I post this video just as it is, just to put it out there and like see what happens without editing it, without criticizing myself, without second guessing myself, without like that will be almost a gosh darn miracle. Because I think for every one of these that I post, there's probably 5 that I've taken that I was like, oh, the video's too dark because I'm driving in the car, or oh, I feel like I said that twice, or, you know, I'm not gonna do that, or I don't, or oh, you know, this one, oh, I name names, I'm not gonna, like, maybe I shouldn't post that, you know, or just like whatever. I just don't think I look cute, or I don't think I want to put that topic out in the world, or, you know, oh, no one's gonna care about this. Like, there are so many reasons and excuses to not put yourself out there. And that's what I'm saying is, like, apparently I have been dealing with this since I was like 20. So I don't know if that's something that will ever go away. Like, is that something that will ever go away? Hey, future Erica, who's like 60 watching this video, did it ever fucking go away? Did I ever overcome it? Did I ever figure out how to, like, I don't know, just be me and be okay with it? Yeah, I think this channel is probably turning into just a video diary, a video journal. And that's really what I wanted it to be in the first place. And then, you know, then I started having fun with editing, and like Trinity was doing stuff. And even now as I'm recording, like, there are certain things that come out of my mouth and I go, oh, that should totally be an intro. But I don't think all that's necessary. And I think that this kind of video is probably what, this is gonna sound so egotistical, that's not how I mean it, but like probably like what the world needs. And I just mean like unedited, unfiltered, real, authentic, immediate thoughts, no script, you know, bad lighting, just truth. And I think that's what we all want. And the other thing, because this was in my last video about connecting and kind of stripping away all the bullshit. And also, just from a time perspective, I really don't have the time to sit here and edit all this. I really don't. And you know what? When I tried to like be that person on Instagram, it became like my whole life. And I am so sorry, but I am not going to get like some weird wrinkly situation here because I'm looking at my phone doing this all the time. No, I am way too vain to let that happen. So, yeah. Yeah, I just think that this works. This works for me. And if it's entertaining, or again, like if I end up 10 years from now and it's just me and 150 people or so, that's cool too. And I don't know how things will change over the next 9 years, because I said I would do this for 10 years. So I don't know how things will change over the next 9 years. But that's kind of the point, you know, is like, this is for me. I'm doing this for me. And that's what I need to remember is like, I am doing this. I want you here, you know, I do care about the audience. Like that matters. You guys matter. You know, if for no other reason, then you're like spending your time with me, and that's fucking cool. That is so fucking cool. And I appreciate you and I thank you for that. But, or you know, whatever. In the artist's way, there is the reminder to make the art kind of for art's sake. Like, you have to be a purist about it. And as much as it is actually wildly uncomfortable, I probably need to like not edit these videos and just put it out there. And you know, not every video is going to be watched, and not every video is going to be appreciated. Not every video is going to be a length that people actually want to watch or listen to. I mean, I can do this. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I can talk. I look up at the clock and I go, oh my God, how have I been doing this for so long? Erica, no one wants to listen to that. And you know what? That's okay. But maybe some people do. And I hope that the people who do are cool. And I mean cool in like the please don't be creepy sense. That's what I mean. Because I have met some creepy freaking people in my life. And it's all up for interpretation. So, you know, one man's creep is another woman's I don't know, Zorro? I don't know. He was kind of a love interest, wasn't he? I mean, somebody loved him. I used to watch a show with my mom all the time. Okay, I really need to go to bed. Good night.